Good morning, everybody, and welcome inside the Antigonish Arena here for Championship Sunday here for the U15 AA playoffs. We've reached Sunday. There's 4 teams left, and there will be only 2 left at the end of these 2 games. We have the other semifinal between the Ramblers and Pirates going on over at St. FX. My name is Matt Doodley here for High Button Sports. Making the trip up this morning for this game. Got an exciting one, the hometown Antigonish Bulldogs against the Pictou County Crushers. The Crushers in white going left to right. The Bulldogs in black going right to left. Starting goaltenders first for the Antigonish Bulldogs, number 1, Milo Cook. And down in the net for the Crushers, number 1, Connor Alward, as we are officially underway now. So the Bulldogs will move it back to their D. That's Francis McDonald. He's being pressed. Nolan Brown, he'll take a hit down there on the left side. Fitt now leaves it there for McCallum. Fitt's going to get the return pass now, but it rolls off his stick, so he'll wheel around the back. He's going to leave it there for his defenseman. Here's Pitts. Fitt down the left side. He'll work down low. He's going to get it underneath the goal line here behind the Antigonish goal. Picked up here by the Bulldogs, and away they go up ice there. That cross-ice pass. Looking for Andrew Tate just out of his reach, so the puck's going to go back down inside the Crusher zone. Well, they'll try and get set up now as the partner pass off the end wall. And they're going to reverse it back the other way now, which is going to reverse the pressure. So lots of time for Green to get a breakout pass as he fired that through the middle, looking for McCallum. And now it's going to be picked up here. Fitt all alone. Nice move there. He got into the open space, but was shut down just in the nick of time there as that puck will come out to the left side blue line as Anderson will flick it up and over everybody. And that'll get in behind the goal line. Now Park will hold the line. Behind now, the right corner. Trying to chip it up the wall, but the Crushers are now down low as a centering pass for Park there, just out of the reach. MacArthur in on the forecheck. He's got Murray on him. Back to the left point. Shot there, tipped. That goes towards the net, but ends up getting pushed to the corner. They fight for it now. It will end up back down inside the Crusher zone here. So they're going to look to get a stretch pass through the middle now. It's up onto the stick of McDonald. He gets a piece of it, but there is going to be a penalty here now. And we're going to have 21 black. It's like Ryan McGinnis. He's going to get the gate here for cross-checking. You look through, kind of a funny scenario there. You look through, looks like jail bars at the penalty box there, but regardless, Pictou County is going to go to their first power play here. So down to the left side there of Cook. Face off won cleanly by the Bulldogs into the right corner. Now it's just going to be sent the length of the ice. That's going to get all the way down. They'll get ready on the setup here now as they're going to wheel in behind their own net. Up the right side, drop back there. It's Chislett, cross ice. Now the Crushers are through the middle of the ice. Now Fraser down the right side, shot there. He had that block there off the stick of Corson Ross. Now they have an opportunity, but Ross back on it here. He's got Cochran on him. And now that'll get by everybody and down the length of the ice as McKinnon's going to go back for it here. Allward out to play it here for the Crushers. Now McKinnon will fire through the middle for Chislett. Chislett had himself quite the tournament at the Pictou County Memorial this year, which we were there on site. Chislett will drop it back down. Cochran with it inside the blue line. He's going to wheel it around. McKinnon takes a one-time shot there. The rebound comes loose, and Chislett was late getting there, but he'll gain possession now as it's up to McKinnon on the right side from the backhand. Tip there, and what a save there from Milo Cook. We have a look there at your screen at the starting goaltender for the Antigonish Bulldogs, and that puck switched directions on his way to the net, and he was able to get the glove on it. And up to the task is Cook. So 58 seconds left to go here on the man advantage. Down underneath. Green's going to walk out to the corner. Can't find an option. He'll get the return pass on the right side point. He'll hit the brakes now. He's being pressed hard there. Good pressure from the Bulldogs at the blue line. Now it's going to be turned over. They try and get it out, but Crushers come across in defense and help each other out now. Good support down there. A couple layers of support for the Crushers. So now Allward's going to come out to play that puck. He's going to leave it there for Patrick Quinn, and now a second puck makes its way onto the ice from somewhere. Not sure if it fell out of someone's gear, but Not something you see too often here. The ref's having a good chuckle about that, trying to figure out where that second puck came from. But regardless, the faceoff will stay down inside the Pictou zone. Pictou County zone. Faceoff won cleanly now. That shot off the stick of Lucas Smith is fanned on, so they will end up in the corner. 20 seconds left in the man advantage now. It's Patrickin. He's going to shake away from a forechecker. They're going to fire a cross-ice pass way up and over everybody, and that's going to go down for icing here. Is a little bit too much sauce this morning on that pass. Annie Ganesh is going to get a line change in here. The Crushers will stay with their line that's out right now. So like I said, folks, winner moves on to the championship game. Loser will play for bronze. It's DeYoung now. He's in on the forecheck. Crushers are able to get possession now as Green picks up that outlet pass. He's going to work up through center now, in over the line. He's pressed there from DeYoung, and that puck is going to come back outside, so we're back to even strength here. Pitts with a forechecker on him. On the right side, shot there off the stick of Roland McHattie. And now it's going to be picked up here. Corson Ross going to have a step backhand shot. That goes wide into the right corner. Chipped outside the zone. It's going to go all the way down into the Bulldog zone. Icing waved off. Approaching the 10-minute mark here now of the first period. Setting up behind their own net now. Good outlet pass to the winger. Now they're going to stretch things out of the Bulldogs. Down the right side is DeYoung. DeYoung walks into the middle. Nice move. He'll cut back now. He's going to open up some space as he waits for his teammates now. Down low to the right side. Tried to center it there was McQuarrie. And that was picked off along the way as now it'll come back up to the left side point. Shot through a crowd. That's blocked along the way, and that's going to be Park. Park the other way here for the Crushers. Park down the right side. Centers it out front. Shot there. They score. Anna MacArthur, the trailer, comes in late, gets a great pass from the captain, Park, and the Crushers are on the board early. So 1-0 lead here for the Pictou County Crushers. On the stick of Anna MacArthur. Getting that first goal ever important, especially in an elimination game as this one. It's down in that right corner now. The Crushers looking for more. McDonald walked out of the corner. He got a shot off, but it was stopped there by Cook. Now back up to the point. Partner pass. Anderson's going to get that in deep. They'll fight for it down there in the corner. So Chase Camo will pick up the secondary assist on the MacArthur goal, as well as Park on the primary. As the Crushers fight for it. Now they're going to work their way out front. Shot on net there as Cook was able to corral that puck, find it through a crowd, and hang on here. So the faceoff will stay inside the Bulldog zone. 9:20 left to go. First period. So 2-1 over at the other rink. Ramblers lead the Pirates in the first period. So the winner of these two games will face off, but I'm sure if you've been following along or have been a part of a tournament in your career or life, you're well aware of the situation now as the Crushers are going to go back for that puck. McKinnon turned and fired that one up into the Bulldogs bench. So the faceoff will go down inside the Crushers zone here. Down low. Outlet pass for Chislett, gets out of his reach. So away goes James Boyle. He'll partner that across for Ross. Now Chislett's going to hold his own. He's going to drag it to the middle. Going to go back to the D-man. Partner pass, McKinnon. Shot there one time. That gets tipped wide. There's Boyle now with it. Ganesh unable to get out of the zone. As Chislett will fire that back door, looking for that little tip pass at the back post with Cochran, but he was tied up well there by Boyle. The Bulldogs now are going to send that cross ice as the left side was filled with white jerseys. And a good job there by McCory as he was just able to take a hit to make a play as that puck gets inside the Crusher zone. McKinnon now is going to center that. That gets through the feet of Michael Ashley, who will pick that puck up now. Almost turned over in front is Green on the site. Dangerous play there. The Bulldogs are going to head up ice. They're going to try and get the red line now. They will, and it's going to be icing on the play as that was from the wrong side of the red line. So we'll go back down inside the Bulldog zone here. 7:55 left. Oh, down inside the Bulldog zone we go to the right of Cook. Face off one here by the Bulldogs. They're going to pick it up now. Outlet pass there for Luke McDonald. So he just chips that outside the zone, takes a bump in the meantime. Now he'll center it. He'll get the return pass there. Shot Alward will redirect that one as McDonald got a opportunity from the high slot area. Now as the Bulldogs look to press and get something towards the net here. The strong Crushers team now will fire that. Good job to spread the ice out now as Green just going to get that red line and then the blue and get it deep as it took a weird hop as Cook went out to play it but had to retreat back to the crease as it hit a piece of the boards down there in the Zamboni corner. So now that cross ice pass. It's going to be chipped in deep as Tate takes a hit. He's going to get in on his man, so good forecheck down there as McCallum's going to cut through the traffic. He's going to pick that puck up. Now he'll fire through the middle of the ice. Down goes Green. Green tries to make a move, ends up leaving it there for Fit. Fit fired that towards the net. It's going to go back to the left point. Shot there through a crowd there off the stick of Anderson, and that goes up and off the glass. As LeBlanc now had that turned over. Anderson slots down. Now they have 3 white jerseys back, the Crushers. It's Francis McDonald will pick that puck up. He'll partner it across for McKenna. McKenna's going to reverse that back the other way for McGinnis. Ryan McGinnis now turned it over. Park at the back of the net. Tries the center. Hits the stick of Cook. Now a shot. Kicked away by Cook. They fight for it at the side of the net. Now it's into the slot. McDonald shot there and in. That goes wide on the glove side. He's down there in that right corner. Now back out front. Another opportunity for Park, who was parked right in front. And the Bulldogs are away the other way now as MacArthur joins the party from the bench. McDonald will get that pass and get it in deep and get it on the forecheck here as McKenna goes back for it. McKenna's going to go hard off the wall. Anderson slots down on the pinch, turned over, kept inside the zone here by the Crushers. Rimmed around the other side. Francis McDonald on it. Down there in that right corner, just in our sight line. Back to the point, shot there through a crowd, and Cook was able to find that puck and hang on. So the faceoff's going to stay inside the Bulldog zone here. 5:42 left to go in the first period. 1-0 lead here for the Crushers on a goal from Anna MacArthur. She drove that back post and got a great feed there from Park and was able to find the back of the net. So that's the only goal so far here in this one. Lots of hockey to be played. Fight for it down there. McDonald with it turned over. It's going to come to the blue line. McKinnon able to hold the line as the linesman right there on site. And McDonald and his man get tangled up, and there's going to be a penalty here as soon as the Crushers touch up. And they will now. It's going to be a holding penalty to Gavin McDonald. You have a look there, and he's not too happy about that, but I can't remember the last time I saw a player happy with a penalty call. So pretty standard procedure. Nice to be back in Antigonish Arena here, folks. One of the more historic buildings, and can remember some vivid childhood memories of playing in this arena. So nice to be back in the booth here and being a part of what is going to be memories for these players now as the Bulldogs on their first power play looking to get something going offensively here. But now a 2-on-1 the other way for the Crushers. Chislett with Cochran into the middle. Cochran shot. What a save there from Cook as Park is upended in front of the net. And what a look there from the Crushers, but a big save from the goaltender Cook. They keep this one at a 1-goal lead. And giving up an opportunity like that shorthanded, all you can hope is that your goalie comes through, and Mr. Milo Cook does just that there for the Bulldogs. Minute and a half to go now. Shot there from the point of the Crushers. That's going to go wide. Bulldogs were flying the zone looking for that release. The Bulldogs have their man out at the blue line. Try and center that pass, and now they're going to be offside on the play, so the play whistle dead. So you got to have the blue line take that extra stride, get the red line, and try to eliminate any passes at the offensive blue line. The faceoff's going to come outside the zone now. Just under 5 minutes to go here. Faceoff won by the Crushers. They're going to head up the right side. Frazier had that poked off his stick. Now through the middle. Over to the right side goes Roland McCaddy. He's just going to get that in deep. Hits a weird part of the boards and bounces right out off the side of the net there, as Allward had to be sharp. And now that puck's going to be dumped out of play. So the faceoff's going to go back down inside the Crusher zone here. 4:28 left to go in the first. Down to the left of Allward, who's been the lighter tested goaltender of the game so far. Partner pass now across for Francis McDonald. He's going to shoot that, and Allward saw it the whole way and is able to glove it down. Face off down inside the Crusher zone here. They fight for it in the face-off dot. Shot there off the face-off, and Allward got a glove on it, just enough to keep that from going into the back of the net. 40 seconds left to go in the man advantage. Back to the right side point. Shot there. That was blocked along the way, so it wasn't able to get to the net. Now it's going to be pushed out into this neutral zone. McCallum, he's going to chip that up and over. Cook plays that on the bounce. Similar to a first baseman out there with a nice pick. So he'll hang on, and covered up here with McCallum right on the doorstep. So faceoff will stay down inside the Bulldog zone. Bulldogs are looking to get out of their zone here on the power play. Unable to find the puck. Now it's going to be turned over. Fitt. Noah Fitt tried to center that. On the right side go the Bulldogs. Cross corner dump. Not sure if it was intended or not, but it will get in deep now as they'll throw a hit down there on the forecheck. They're going to have to retreat here as the Crushers back the other way. Fitt's going to have to stay inside the blue line. He does a good job there. There's now Fitt. Going to walk around, goes back door looking for McCallum, but it was interrupted along the way. We're back to even strength now. 3 minutes, 10 seconds left to go here in the first period. McCallum walks out of the corner. He makes a good opportunity shot there. Stopped by Cook. Now a one-on-one back the other way. Havercourt ran out of time and space, so he's just going to get that puck in deep. The Bulldogs head for a change now as Anderson for the Crushers will pick it up. He'll swing it in behind his own net. Almost turned over there. Nice pass for Fitt as McCallum came through underneath for support. He's got McDonald with him. Tries to go back door to McDonald. He does, but it goes through his feet. Now it's going to be picked up by the Bulldogs. They'll rim it up the left side. Out to the point, not quite out though as McKinnon got a shot off. Puck comes loose, Fitt in behind the net, tries to fire it back. It's sitting on the back of that net there. That always causes a melee down there. 2.5 left to go here in the first period. Faceoff's going to come outside the zone now as they deem that the Crushers player put it on the back of the net. That's just going to be a dumping attempt. McDonald fires it through the middle for Park. Park shot there, and Cook right out the top of the crease. Able to smother that one up and hang on. Milo Cook very busy here this morning in this one as it's been pretty much all Crushers. You have a look there in your screen at the young netminder. And you can see on his pads there, No stranger to some rubber, as lots of puck marks on that fresh white gear, and great setup too, very clean, simple. I've always been a fan of goalie gear ever since my old man told me I couldn't play goalie as a kid. Back the other way, potential 3-on-2, but Bulldogs were in well ahead of the play. It's going to be whistled on the offside. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left to go. 4-1 lead over on the main St. FX ice pad there. The Ramblers lead the Pirates in that semifinal, so the losers of each game will play in the bronze or consolation, and it all depends on how you look at it or what generation you grew up in. And that's a tough game to get up for, folks. You just finished a semifinal loss, and you got to get into a consolation game and get yourself back in, but it's part of the game, and it's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. Now MacArthur tried to pull that back inside her own zone, leaves it there for Park. Park will move it up for McDonald. McDonald's got Park going to the net, tries to center it through the middle, does, but Park's stick tied up in the meantime. Now Anderson once again will slot down, kicked out by Cook as he got the left pillow out in a hurry. And the rebound comes loose as Patrick now holds the line. He's going to be able to get the puck down in behind the goal line. Off the end wall now is McDonald. He'll take a bump. MacArthur in there on the forecheck. She'll turn it over. MacArthur spins, tries to cycle that down low. Gets a little bit deep, but not quite as deep as she would have liked, as Patrick now will release from the point. Turned over. MacArthur, opportunity on the backhand. Fanned on the shot. As now it's going to be picked up by Lucas Smith. Nice move to get away from forechecker. Now he's out twice now. 3 moves to get out of the zone here, so said no go with the pass. I'll take it myself. Down he goes. Walks in. Got all kinds of time. Up off the mask of Allward. And a great rush there from the defender, Lucas Smith. And then a big hit down there in the corner. The Bulldogs now trying to get some momentum back their other way. And another hit there on the wall. Looking to spark the players out there as James Roland McCaddy trying to get some life into those legs. Now is 40 seconds left on the board. Down the right side is Corson Ross. He's going to drop that back. Picked up here by DeYoung. DeYoung walked in, shot there towards the net. Now they're going to bang away outside the nets through the crease. Opportunity here. Blocker save there from Allward. As I'm not sure if he saw it, but he got the body in front. Now Pitts is back. Underneath 30 seconds. Good late push here from the Bulldogs. Now another opportunity. Shot there. Kicked out by Allward, and he's going to jump on that rebound and cover it up. And what a flurry of opportunities here for the Bulldogs. But Connor Allward down there in the Crushers' crease standing tall. They don't ask you how, they just ask you how many. And that goes for the goaltenders as well. The faceoff will come to the right of Allward now, as you see there on your screen. Won by the Bulldogs. They fire that towards the net. That goes well wide. It's going to be rimmed around the other side. Boyle going to fire it low. Anderson came up from the defensive position, and he's going to take the ice in front of him. Good job there as he looked up and seeing the ice. Now he'll throw a reverse hit, and Chislett will throw a body now, and that's going to do it here for the first period. A great finish to this period, but the Crushers will take a 1-0 lead into the second period. We'll be back with the second when we return. All right, folks, welcome back here. Second period, 15 minutes up on the board. 1-0 lead for the Crushers is the story so far. It's going to be held in by the Bulldogs. They look to push it across the blue line. They do, but it's going to come outside. So Boyle is going to get that in deep. Allward out to play. Anderson across for his partner, LeBlanc. And now the Crushers having a hard time getting out of their zone. Cross ice for Fitt Fit with a stretch pass for Green. It's going to get off his stick, but to McCallum. Now it's turned over. Bulldogs looking to go the other way. Now that pass gets through, not sure how, but Roland McCaddy tries to get a shot. That's blocked there by LeBlanc. As Green now is just going to chip that off the wall, and too hard of a pass as that'll go down for icing, so the play is going to switch back down to the Crushers zone. We'll go all the way back down to the right of Alward. 44 seconds into the second period. Once again, a bunch of action going on across all the High Button sports streams. But right now, in the semifinal matchup here, the U15 AA playoffs, and that shot from the point, Alward was able to track that through a little bit of a crowd, not quite the bodies that the Bulldogs were looking for, but a shot is a shot nonetheless. Face off right back where we started here. Big clean win by the Bulldogs. Another shot there through a crowd, and the exact same play, folks, a carbon copy. So we have a look now at goaltender Alward and his fancy custom red Crushers mask. I've actually found out recently that Mr. Alward and his family have a cottage right down the road from where we are, so if he wears that mask out in the summer, I'll be able to recognize him, otherwise probably not. So the Crushers look to get up ice now as McKinnon. He's just going to jump into the play. He's got McDonald with him. McKinnon, good head of steam down the left side. McKinnon shot there, tried to go 5-hole. Cook covered up the 5-hole area and then had a quick peek behind him just to make sure. Ends up making the save here on the play. We'll stay down inside the Bulldog zone. Won by the Crushers. MacArthur tries to go across to the right point for Wilson. Fanned on it. Wilson had to wait for that puck to get to him. So he's just going to chip that off the wall. Up the right side now, looking for the stick of Havercourt, and that's going to be chipped from the wrong side of the red line and down for icing. So lots of icings here to start the second period. We'll go back down once again where we started, and we'll try it again. Chislett on that draw. He's going to push it to the side, but it's going to be picked up here by Andy Murray for the Bulldogs. Rimmed around to the left side post, or point. And that was just an errant pass and a giveaway, quite frankly. Now the Bulldogs are just going to hit the brakes. Go back the other way as they didn't like the pressure as Murray swings it back. Now they're going to go back to Murray. Good job to come from underneath. A lot of the times the defenders gets caught kind of floating up into the offensive zone as the puck starts to go, but when you come back from underneath, it's a good layer of support, and they did a great job there to end up getting the red line and getting it deep as Patrickin tries to find Frazier down there, but that gets out of his reach. Dangerous play out front. Number 13, Lucas Smith. Now he'll wheel back. He's going to get away from Cochran there on the escape move. Cross for Murray. Murray looking for his options through the middle. Now as that's pushed up through the middle, 2-on-2 forming here for the Bulldogs. Now he's just going to fire it on net. Alward with the save. Rebound comes out and right into the slot. Patrickin came back, and we're going to have some pleasantries being exchanged down there behind the net. Probably wishing them a good week at school this week, if I was guessing. These teams pretty familiar with one another here in the North Division, or the North Conference. Just about a half-hour drive separating these two teams, so had some time to get to know their opponents over the course of the season, and sometimes that translates into much more. Now is an opportunity for the Bulldogs. Shot there. Alward kicks it out. The rebound is cleared there by Anderson. Now as the Crushers try and go back the other way, they head north. Is Fitz being pressed from both sides. And he tries to get that deep, but it's going to be turned over. But back to the point. LeBlanc able to hold the line. Shot towards the net. Fitt got a stick on it, but tips it towards the side of the net. Now it's going to be shot out of play and a souvenir for somebody down there. But we'll go back down inside the Bulldog zone. 12:05 left to go here in the second period. Creeping right along here in this one. Just 2 minutes and 55 seconds in. Rimmed around the other side. Ryan McGinnis takes a bump there from LeBlanc. Puck gets pushed back down into the corner. McCallum on the forecheck, but Corson Ross able to get away. DeYoung now up ice. He sees that he's got a lane, so he's going to walk in over the blue line. Shot there. Alward tipped it up towards the net and into his own glove. So he'll hang on here once again. Another whistle here. 11:46 left to go now. The first period was wide open action. Second period's kind of slowed down a little bit. Maybe the players gripping the sticks a little tighter than they were in the first period, but Crushers cling to a 1-0 lead here. That's going to be won by the Bulldogs. Good read there by the defenders. Maybe had an opportunity to pinch, but when you're trailing a goal, the last thing you want to do is get yourself caught. So the Crushers are able to get that breako pass through the middle. MacArthur got a stick on it, just enough to stop it from going down for icing. Now is McKinnon going to turn up that loose puck over. He's just going to get it inside the blue line now as the Bulldogs try and get broken out. Good partner pass down low as they try and widen things out here and fill the lanes. Now Wilson's going to pick up that dump. Cross for McKinnon. McKinnon up the left side, MacArthur. MacArthur got a stick on it. And that's going to go down inside the zone. Icing waved off. Good pressure there up top. Now the eye stick's going to be waved off. Bulldogs are just going to get that in deep, head for a change. Puck bounces off the end wall. Allward's going to play it. Now centering pass, maybe just a little bit too spicy as the Bulldogs were completing a change. Now McDonald will swing back for it for the Crushers. He'll make a move through the neutral zone. Got through a set of legs. There he'll walk in over the blue line. McDonald just tries to fire that at the net, but that goes wide. Park on the rebound. Down the left side. Back to the point for Pitts. Pitts fires that on net, and Cook. Good rebound control there as he deflects that one up and out of play. Face-off down into the Bulldog zone, won by the Crushers. They'll maintain possession off the face-off. Pitts wasn't able to hold the line as Havercourt disrupted things. Frazier takes a lead pass there, gets it inside the zone. Chislett on the forecheck. They're going to go high and up off the glass. That'll come outside the blue line. Patrick now he's going to turn, fire that, looking for Cochran, who's back to help out. He'll swing back through the neutral zone. Now he'll find a lane down the right side. He'll get in over the blue line. Good job by the Crushers to stay on size. Cochran will stop up just inside the blue, and they'll get tangled up on the wall there. Now it'll come loose. Frazier with it. Spins off a check. Now tries to drag to the middle. He's upended. Play continues. Chislett down there to help. He throws a huge hit down there in the corner. But the Bulldogs still with possession. And now it's going to be tipped and up and out of play. So the face-off is going to come outside the zone. That was off the Crusher stick. 9:43 left to go here in the second period. Now we have a second puck on the ice again, but this time we know where it's from. The face-off just outside the Bulldogs' defensive zone. Boyle fanned on that pass. McGinnis was down low to help out, but that puck gets by him. Patrickin, partner pass. Cross for Pitts. Pitts back to Patrickin. Pitts through the middle now. Chislett takes that lead pass through the middle. Now Pitts is going to fire across ice. Frazier. He's got Chislett with him. He's just going to get that in deep. Chislett's going to give chase here, but so is Boyle. Boyle on that puck first. He's disrupted there as Chislett took a bump. Continues on now as the Bulldogs are going to flick it up over. Noah Fitt catches that one. He tries to make a move with the blue line, but he's got to take on 3 Bulldogs players, so Bulldogs are able to get possession. There is Ross. Ross still with it. Now it's turned over. McCallum looking for that loose puck. It's going to find the stick of Fitt. Fitt shot there and threw a little bit of a crowd, but Cook able to fight through the crowd and make the save as he hangs on. So we'll go to the left side of Cook. They tie up off the face-off. Now walk through. Shot there off the crossbar. As Cook got just enough of the blocker on that, as that one was destined for the top corner. As Green took that loose puck off the face-off and walked right in for an opportunity. Another outlet pass there is going to find the stick here, the Bulldogs. DeYoung Had that poked off his stick. Is Fit back to help out. Through the middle looking for that stretch pass, but it's off the stick of McDonald, so it'll go back down inside the Bulldog zone here. Partner pass off the end wall. Good reverse play. They're going to go back against traffic, but Fitz down there to help out. So he's going to fire that cross ice for Anderson. Anderson didn't quite have the skate angled as well as he would have liked, so that puck bounces outside the zone. Anderson takes a bump there. Puck's going to get in deep here as the Crushers look to go on transition. McDonald fights with it. Fit to the backhand there. Disrupted there. Now it's going to come back out front as McDonald was tied up in front. So the Bulldogs doing a good job of protecting the house here. And some loose pucks come out into the slot area, but the Crushers players aren't able to get there as Park on the back check. He'll disrupt it. Anderson fires it up for McDonald. McDonald's going to try and fire a backhand through the middle, but it was picked off there. He's looking for MacArthur coming from the bench. Now Anderson walking over the line. Good job of the Crushers to stay on side, but that's poked off Anderson's stick, and away go the Bulldogs, and that was just out of their reach. Now is McDonald. They'll swing it back to the other side. Park's going to be able to pick that puck up. Park's going to walk down the left side. Tries to center, hits the skate of the Bulldogs defender. 7 minutes, 14 seconds left to go. Chipped out front, two Bulldogs players down, were collided in their own corner down there, and now it's going to be pushed out. James McCory on the loose puck, but Wilson's going to get there first with the Crushers as he loops behind his own net. Banks it off the wall for MacArthur. She does a great job to get that puck off the bounce, off the half wall. That's going to be held in by the Bulldogs. They could really use some pressure. Now shot out front there is Allward once again. Hasn't been tested in a couple minutes, but comes up sharp there. The Bulldogs walk out of the corner now. Anderson fires that out in the neutral zone. Up the left side, they're just going to tip that in deep. Good safe play there from the Bulldogs. They're going to get that one in behind the goal line. 6.5 left to go. DeYoung tried to center that. Now it's going to be picked up by Park. Park with a good head of steam. He's going to have a step down the right side. Liam Park, right side, down low there. Wasn't able to find the puck. Oh, what a save from Cook. And another save as he slid across the crease. What a sequence there from Milo Cook. See, spread eagle down there with the pillows. And now the Crushers are back in a hurry as they were able to catch up to McHattie there. McHattie might be one of the better names for a hockey player that I've heard as far as hockey lingo goes anyways. Now Chislett. Good job by Cochran there to realize that puck could be turned over and not to get inside the zone before it, so they were able to stay on side. The Bulldogs are going to send that the length of the ice. Not going to have enough for icing, or it will as I stand corrected up here in the booth. So we'll go back down to the Bulldog zone, and once again, Milo Cook keeping this thing at a 1-goal lead. And the goal he did give up, not much he can do there. Backdoor pass with no defender in sight on a 2-on-1, so can't blame the tender on that one as he's been absolutely stellar since then. It's back-to-back desperation saves there now as that's deflected towards the net. McKinnon just trying to funnel that puck towards the crease. Ross now will chip it to himself. He'll move up the right side, left side rather. Oates strengthens Fraser. He's just going to work down the right side. Tries to cut back to the middle, but that was picked off. It's going to be rimmed around the other side. McKinnon's going to give chase here for the Crushers. Back towards the net. Wilson comes out with it. Good stretch or outlet pass now through the middle for Chislett. Chislett dodges a check. Now he gets through another one. 2-on-1 for him here if he can hurry. Chislett still with it. Tries to pull it back to himself. Now he's just going to turn, fire it at the net. And the puck looks like it's in the back of the net, but it's on the back of the net, not in the back of the net. The faceoff's going to go outside now as that was shot by the Crushers player, so just under 5 minutes left to go. Oh, just outside the blue line. Crushers are going to get that deep, but it doesn't quite make it all the way down to the zone. As Francis McDonald with it. Partner pass, big hit down there as the Bulldogs player upended. And away they go up ice now. Good head of steam here from Ashley. Ashley down the left side, walks down towards the hash marks. He's going to hit the brakes there. Perfect time for a delay, folks. Drag the defender to the net, make him think you're going right to the post, and then slam the brakes on away for recruits. So delay, a 1-0-1 out there from Michael Ashley. But the Crushers are able to get possession here behind their own net. Patrickin turned it over. Bulldogs now with a good press. Back to the right point. Shot there, that was blocked. Now another opportunity, blocked again. Patrick didn't know that he blocked it, but he wasn't. Here he was perfectly in the lane as Fitz away 1-on-2. He's got Green coming in late. Fit to Green. Green turns, tried to fire that fan on it as there was a Bulldogs player between him and the net. Now is Fitz going to turn it over once again. Fit being harassed there by the Bulldogs. Good job to be strong on that puck now as he pulls it back to the middle, and just in the nick of time were they able to come back through and help out. 3:44 left on the clock. Here's McGinnis is away, 2-on-2 forming. Cross over to the left side. They're just going to fire that towards the net. Allward makes the initial save as the rebound's pushed towards the end wall. Now another opportunity. Shot from the half wall, and Mr. Connor Allward once again with the save as he'll cover it up in the breadbasket. 3.5 left to go here in the second period before our intermission. Face off now, push to the right side. Park's going to pick it up, but it's held in by the Bulldogs down there. There's Murray, MacArthur looking for her options. Fires it through the middle for Park. Little foot pass there right on the tape as Park gets in behind the Bulldogs net. He'll pick up that loose puck, centers it. Looking for McDonald. Now MacArthur will pick it up. Back to the point for LeBlanc. LeBlanc fires it towards the net, but it's blocked along the way by the Bulldogs as they're away north. Outlet pass. McCrory, he'll get it in deep. LeBlanc back for the Crushers. He'll reverse back the other way. He'll rim it around to the right side for MacArthur. Out of her reach. So the puck gets centered now. Bulldogs with another late period push here. An opportunity for McCrory. Shot there. Allward's going to deflect that into the corner. Now Anderson with it. He's just going to fire that to his partner. Good touch pass there for McDonald. McDonald wasn't able to pick it up cleanly, but gets enough of a stick on it to exit the zone. Crushers coach now telling them to get up here, follow the play. Now Anderson is going to be in a foot race here with McCaddy. McCaddy there, first shot there, and he hits the side of the post. Tried to get a glimpse of that there and almost came out of my seat. That was Corson Ross at the left point. He's going to fire that down deep. Approaching the 2-minute mark now is DeYoung with it. DeYoung fires it through the middle. Gets over everybody's stick. Now finds a stick of Fraser. Fraser with numbers. He'll move it up to Chislett. Chislett in over the line. Drops it there for Fraser. Fraser back out front there. Poked away by Cook. Now we're going to have a delayed penalty here to the Bulldogs. As Allward comes barreling from the crease, they'll get the extra attacker on as Cochran joins from the bench. Park will pick it up. And now it's going to be touched up by the Bulldogs here, and we are going to see what the call is. It's going to be interference. It's a minute 41, so the Crushers, barring a goal, will finish this period on the power play. We'll get the official call for you here. It looks like it's going to be number 9, James Boyle. 2 for interference, so back to the power play. Go the Crushers, their second of the game. Face off one cleanly here by the Crushers. McKinnon with it, he's going to fire it down low. Fraser through the middle for Chislett. Chislett, he's got somebody backdoor there. Cochran was tied up there. Good job by the winger to slot down by the Bulldogs and take away that open man, and that's the only time you want to leave your post, is if you see an open stick with a puck coming. McKinnon going to force that back down the wall. Cochran picks it up, tries to clear, hits Cochran. He's going to pick the puck back up here. Minute 10 left to go. Cross ice pass. Chislett now is going to find it. Tries to make a backdoor pass and just a little bit too much on it on the sauce as Fraser wasn't able to corral it. And now the Bulldogs are going to pull it back. They got 3 white jerseys being swarmed here. Another opportunity. They can't get the puck to the net though. It's Chislett now. He's going to take a bump in behind. He's going to continue on though with the puck into the last minute of play here in the second period. Chislett still working down there. Fraser as well. Fraser's going to work in behind the net. He's got his head on a swivel here, looking for his options. Love to see that. So now he's going to take a bump there. He's knocked off the puck. Cochran's going to go back up top to McKinnon. McKinnon, shot there, and Cook slid through right to left. Grabbed it with the glove and hangs on. As Hayden McKinnon, the QB here on the power play. Both teams will get a full sail change in now with 36.3 seconds left to go. Face off inside the Bulldog zone. They win that cleanly. They're going to try and rim it around the far side, but McKinnon there to pick that up as he'll walk the line. He'll slide it back down. Green. Down low, back up to Green at the half wall. He's going to walk across the top of the circle. He'll find McKinnon at the middle of the point. 18 seconds left to go. They're going to just continue on here. It's McCallum. Back up to Green. Green being pressed there. They got the numbers there, so the Bulldogs press. McKinnon, little chip pass back to Greens. 5 seconds left. They can get it to the net if they hurry here. As McCallum had that puck bounce off his stick. Ross is just going to pin it up against the wall, and that's a good safe play there. And that's going to do it here for 2 complete periods. 30 minutes come and gone. The Pictou County Crushers lead the Antigonish Bulldogs 1-0. We'll have a quick intermission and a flood, and we'll be back with third period when we return. All right, folks, we're back, third period. 1-goal lead here for the Crushers, as that lead remains intact here. And now we're going to have our first whistle of the third period. And the net's off the moorings here, so 15 minutes up on the board. Third period action over at the other arena. Ramblers continue to lead the Pirates 4-1. So unless the Pirates can mount the comeback, the winner of this will take the Ramblers on for the ship. Face-off won by the Bulldogs, going to be picked up here by Boyle. Boyle rims it around. Icing waved off right away. That's how you know it's definitely not icing, as McKinnon's back. McKinnon now turns it over. Shot there through the creases. Allward just let that one go as it was tracking towards the net, but ends up going wide. They fight for it down there on the half wall. McKinnon. He's going to take a bump, but he leans into his checker now as they're going to fight for that puck. There's DeYoung. That's an outlet pass there for Green. Green down the right side. Ross stepped up on him. Good gap control there as he got the stick into the lane, disrupt the puck. McCallum is going to chip that in deep, and the forwards are going to head for a change here as MacArthur comes from the bench in behind their own net now. Looking to get set up. Nice outlet pass there just into the feet, so out of the reach. They're going to go cross ice, tipped it up and over. Ross is going to toss it to himself. He's going to turn, fired off the wall, turned over as it hit McDonald on the way in. Murray now back with it, backhand pass to the right side wing. McDonald slot it down, support, and it's going to be held in. So as they cross corner dump once again now as Ross is being disrupted down there. He's able to get the puck up to his teammate, but now the line is going to be held once again. Chip through the middle. The Bulldogs unable to get over their zone. Now they will chip it out into the neutral zone. Patrickin's back. He's just going to go back up the strong side. The Bulldogs are going to head up the other way now down the left side. McDonald gets in the way. Now Boyle opportunity. Goes back door looking for Havercourt now as he'll get another opportunity, but Allward was there at the side of the post to stop that as MacArthur's going to pick it up. She's going to leave that there for Park. Park chips it to himself. 1-on-2 forming here. MacArthur coming late. Park shot there. Scores! Through the glove of Milo Cook, and he's going to want that one back as Liam Park just gets the puck on net, as Park will get his first goal and second point of the game, and MacArthur no doubt is going to get the primary assist on that as she just chipped that one through the middle, and Park did the rest from there. So 2-0 now for the Crushers here on a goal, like I said, that Mr. Milo Cook is going to want back. And that's a tough part about being the goaltender, as those ones are only going to happen on the goalie. So just got to continue to press forwards, having himself quite the game here, and that's definitely not going to be the blemish on the morning, I guess. Almost called it the night, but I just assume hockey's at night all the time. I think that's just reaction over time as the Bulldogs players upend it down there, and the Crushers faithful happy with that hit. Now we're going to have a puck in behind as Francis McDonald looking for his options now, but the Crushers doing a great job of pinching down at the blue lines. So Gavin McDonald picks up the secondary assist on that. So Park from MacArthur and McDonald. Now a shot there, that's high and wide and off the glass. Chislett trying to disrupt things here. The Bulldogs looking to get out of their zone. They're hemmed in here to start this period. Once again, LeBlanc slots down. Bulldogs trying to get out, but good back pressure here from the Crushers as Chislett's on that puck. He's a hound dog out there on that biscuit. Good pass there, LeBlanc. Bulldogs have the long change here in the third period, so they're going to get caught on that change, and that's going to allow the Crushers to enter the zone untouched here as Green tries to fire it at the net. Now he will. Kicked out by Cook as that one kind of slowed up on its way to the net, almost like a change-up. Now that stretch pass is going to be off the stick there of the captain, McHattie. He's in on the forecheck. Him against Wilson. Good, two big bodies colliding down there. As the puck comes free. McGinnis back to the point. Partner pass across for Smith. Smith unable to corral that as he fires towards the net now as Allred makes a save. Rebound out front in the slot. They're going to bang away at it. And everyone's going to have to be careful now. 2-goal lead. Crushers don't want to get into penalty trouble, and the Bulldogs trail. So the last thing they want to be doing is spending the afternoon in the box. Well, it looks like we are going to have a penalty come of this. And it's going to be number 13, Hayden McKinnon. 2 minutes for roughing. 10:44 the third, so just over 4 minutes in. Back to the power play. Go the Bulldogs, and what a moment it would be for them here. Trailing by 2, cut this lead in half with lots of time left to get back to it. Francis McDonald, partner pass. Back to Francis McDonald. Good job on the anchor there. They're doing a real good job of spreading things out here. Now that outlet pass. Up for McCaddy. McCaddy shot there up at the face of Allward. And he had 2 options. Let it hit him between the eyes or grab it with the glove, and he picks the second option there. And a couple goaltenders out there probably would have taken that one off the front of the helmet there. Dominic Ashik, one of them that I can think of. A little bit before these players' time. Patrick in now is going to rim that around and hits the wall and bounces up over McDonald out there on the penalty kill. He's going to get it on the back end, tries to clear, but it goes back to the point. Shot there through a crowd. Allward make the save, and Bulldogs had a little more time there than they probably had anticipated. So wait for those bodies to funnel in front of the net. Look to get one through a screen, take away the eyes of Allward, because everything he's seen so far, he's stopped. Maybe get a deflection along the way. One of those greasy, grimy goals that you see in a playoff series or in a tournament championship Sunday is the nice goals few and far between, but those grimy goals in those tough areas, the name of the game here down the stretch. So now that's centered. Park shorthanded. He's just going to head up ice instead of firing the puck away. He's just going to make a move down. A good head of steam there. Park shot there. He scores. Liam Park, coast to coast like butter on toast. And he goes up and over the blocker of Cook shorthanded, and the Crushers lead 3-0. The captain of this team puts the team on his back here in the third period. And that C on his jersey may end up standing for clutch, not captain. Chislett trying to continue on here shorthanded, so still a full minute left here in the power play as the Bulldogs look to get something going here. Chislett tries to fire that out into the neutral zone. Ross is going to try to get the line. Now he tries to make a move, upended. Chislett pulls it to himself, had the puck roll away from him. Culprit of the fresh ice there as he's going to maintain possession. Now he's just going to try and walk right down the seam. But now picked up here, Francis McDonald. Or sorry, that's McCory. And a huge hit down there and no call. We're going to have some pushing and shoving after the whistle. Nothing comes of it here, just a couple shoves after the whistle. Nothing we haven't seen before. Missed the hit in my view there, but puck's going to come outside the the Crushers blue line in the neutral zone. Now Wilson's going to have to head back into his own zone. He's got Murray on him. Murray down there, throws a hit. Puck comes loose. Now the Crushers are going to get it, and they're just going to send that the length of the ice. 20 seconds left here in the man advantage. Cook out to play it. Back it forward is Boyle. James Boyle will set up behind his own net. He's going to wait for his players to get into motion. They do now. Boyle's going to fire a backhand pass over to the left side. Now they're going to switch it back the other way, go against the grain. Now they're going to chip it in deep. There was McCory. Back to the point. McCory able to hold the line. Penalty expires. Back to even strength. Shot there, and Allward down in the butterfly covers up. Like I said here, down to these underneath the 10-minute mark, the last thing you want to be doing is getting caught for a retaliation penalty. So 8:40 left here and 8:41 left over in the other rink. So shout out to the tournament committee, keeping things humming right along here. Similar to the NHL setup, you have 15 games in one day all at the same time. Cross ice pass there. Cochran able to pick it up just inside the blue line. He's going to be pressed at the blue line. Now it'll be chipped out. Chislett, toe drag, skate to stick. We've seen some flashes of that earlier on this season in the Memorial Tournament. So 8:20 left to go. If you have a look there at the goaltender Milo Cook. It's been absolutely dynamite in here, so don't let the score fool you, folks. Stopped 10 to 15 point blank, grade A chances. The future bright here for both these goaltenders. Back around LeBlanc. Out front for Chislett. Chislett wasn't able to get the shot off as it's picked off here by the Bulldogs. They're just going to flip that out into the neutral zone. Doesn't look like it's going to have enough for icing. Linesman probably had an opportunity to wave that one off, but he sticks to his guns and blows it down. As soon as you see that player slow down, that's your sign right there to wave that off. Or if the defender takes that warehouse route, which we see a lot, or at least I did growing up, instead of taking that straight line, you kind of go wide right a little bit. You want to make sure that puck gets down to the red line. The Bulldogs were able to get the puck off the face-off here. Francis McDonald in behind his own net, looking for his options. Looks like the Crushers are going with the 1-2-2, maybe accidentally, but a good setup through the neutral zone to clog things up. Excuse me. Down low. So Ashley stays on it. Puck comes out front into the slot area. Opportunity there. Shot Allward with the save. Rebound comes loose. It's cleared out of the way and outside the zone. As Francis McDonald once again fires one up. The Bulldogs on that long change. Good job by Green there. He got himself almost into the splits. And now it's going to be chipped outside the zone. Wilson back for it here for the Crushers. Approaching the 7-minute mark now as Wilson in behind his own net. He's just going to bang that off the wall. Green had to keep himself on side there, so the puck will go down onto Cook. So we'll stay down inside the Bulldog zone. Rimmed around now. MacArthur's going to get there first. She'll tie up the stick. Now as the puck comes free, pulled to the middle. Almost turned over now as McGinnis will pick it up now for the Bulldogs. McGinnis tries to center that, but it's picked off by Park. Park for MacArthur. Back to Park. They had to wait here as they're going to have to touch up, and now it's going to be blown dead as McDonald touches it. Outside to the blue line we go, down to the last 6.5 here as MacArthur's going to leave that there for Park. Park was bumped off the puck. Now as McDonald will leave it for Park. It's going to find the stick of MacArthur. She gets a double tap on it. Now tries to pull it back to herself. Stretch pass coming now. So away goes McHattie all alone. McHattie shot there. Shoulder save by Allward, and a big one there as that would have definitely sparked the Bulldogs here. But now McKinnon's back the other way with a head of steam. He's going to fire that on the net. Cook will grab that with the glove and hang on. Annie Ganish's best chance of the game on that partial break from James Roland McHattie. .620 left to go here now. These two games right on par with one another. 4-1 lead still for the Ramblers now as that shot for McKinnon is blocked. Gonna get through the middle. Icing waved off right away as that puck's gonna head down towards Allward. McKinnon's gonna have to be careful. She's just gonna snow his own goalie there. Not much you can do there. Just gotta keep yourself between the forechecker and the goaltender, and you're okay if you snow your own goalie, but if the other team does it, well, we know what happens after that. So face off inside the Crushers zone here. Murray will win that draw. It's going to be picked there by Chislett. He's got Frazier with him. Nice one touch to Frazier. Frazier, good job to eat just enough ice there to get that puck into his feet and into an area where he could just continue on. Look up in the crowd here. I see a Junior B champions 2021-22. They definitely don't have them from 2012. So a little fun up here, folks. Now Ross is pinned up against the wall there on the hash marks. So they're going to fight for it here. Approaching the 5-minute mark now. Patrickin releases and joins down low. He'll get back to his position now as Boyle's back with it. Boyle spins away from a forechecker. Now he goes back the other way. Good edge work there from James Boyle. So now he's going to head up ice. Got Chislett with him. He's just going to chip that. That's going to get down the ice. And icing as that was from the wrong side of the red line. As Boyle just ran out of space there on the forecheck. Good angle there from the Crushers' Chislett as he just took away that space and just forced Boyle into an area where it's either give me the puck or chip it down the ice, and they'll take their chances with a defensive zone faceoff here. Now face-off shot there off a draw. It was a knuckler as it hit his stick on the way. Cook able to maintain and hang on. Another shot there is stopped by Cook once again and covered up. Bulldogs trying to exit the zone here. Onto the stick now of McDonald, who tries to fire that up ice. McDonald was starting to head up ice and realized that he's a defenseman, so he had to come back. Now as that puck's pushed cross ice. Green moves it into the middle. Shot there. Tried to go top blocker, but it's up off the glass. Now as Fitt will get that loose puck. He's just going to throw it down low. Bulldogs just try and come right up through traffic here, and no regard for human body at all as Fitt now fires that glove on Cook, and he'll make another save. Both teams full sail change here underneath 5 minutes to go. 4:51. 3-0 lead here. 2 goals from Park, 1 from MacArthur. All the offense coming from this one line for the Crushers here this morning. We approach lunchtime now, and another opportunity for McCaddy. Good shoulder check there. McCaddy shot there. Saved by Albert. The rebound comes out. He's all alone. Shot. He scores. James Roland McCaddy stays with it. Picks up his own rebound, and he'll get the Bulldogs on the board with 4:38 left to go here in the third period. So don't go anywhere just yet, folks. That's the lead to 2. Captain McCaddy would be a real good time for a McCaddy, if you ask me. So fast break there for the Bulldogs. Now as they're going to get that puck in deep and try and get back to work. Here's Anderson will go back for it in behind his own net. 4.5 left to go. Time ticking away here for the Bulldogs. McDonald, nice outlet pass there for Park. Park with a head of steam down the left side. He's got MacArthur with him. Park, good speed. Shot there, kicked away by Cook, and the rebound comes out to McGinnis, who's able to cut back there, but was unable to exit the zone as they will now. McCaddy looking for that loose puck, but it's picked up by McDonald. So the Bulldogs are going to have to try again. Off the wall. Anderson comes through. He's going to pick up that loose puck. Looking through the neutral zone. He's going to find the skates of McDonald. That's going to get all the way down onto Cook. Cook's just going to redirect that into the corner now as Andy Murray. Fantastic sports name. Cross ice pass for McCrory. McCrory is going to get in over the blue line. He's just going to fire that cross ice. Looking for Havercourt now. Havercourt's going to fire that back to Boyle at the point. Boyle faked a shot. Now he's going to turn and fire that. That goes through a crowd. I don't think Allward saw it, but it missed the net. So Bulldogs here trying to press, get one more before the 2-minute mark as Boyle hustles to get to that puck. He's going to hold the zone. Back down low is Havercourt. He takes a bump from McKinnon. Now they're going to reverse it back the other way. Frazier slots down from the high slot. Now icing is going to be waved off. A foot race here. James Boyle and Jude Cochran. Boyle pokes that puck free. Chislett now pulls and drags to himself. There now an opportunity. Shot there, and it hits a couple bodies on the way. And Cook stays with it, so 3-1 here for the Crushers. 2:58 left to go here in the third period. Time going too fast for the Bulldogs and can't go fast enough here for the Crushers. You know what they say, 2-goal lead, worst lead in hockey. We'll see if the Crushers can change that. There go the Bulldogs up ice, 1-on-2 here. Down the right side. Tate tried to get it in deep. Fanned on the dump in. So DeYoung and McGinnis, the assists on the McCaddy goal. Crushers looking to just keep the puck away from their net here. It's Pitts. He's going to swing it back here for Patrickin. Patrickin will bank that off the wall. Looking for the streaking Green. Now they turn it over. Now it's going to be picked off by Fitt, and that puck just came outside the blue line there as the linesman made the call right away. And will be blown dead here on the offside, so 2:19 left to go here in the third. Next game slated for 1:30, that'd be the bronze medal game, and then 3 o'clock final now as Fitt's just going to walk in, goes to the backhand, tries to go back through the legs, and got the stick through, but couldn't find the puck, because that was pretty much his only option down there. Fancy moves for Noah Fitt. Now he's going to throw a hit down there. Another one. The Bulldogs just bounce right off that one. McCallum able to find the puck, but clears the zone himself. Now good one. Pass up for Green. Great job in the neutral zone for these Crushers as their neutral zone breakout has been sharp here. That's what happens when you spread things out and you have layers of support like we talk about all the time on these streams. You have options. You're in lanes all the time. Forces the defenseman or the defending team to just slot back into position, take a man, and hope for the best. But neutral zone breakout, a big part of the game, as Crushers show us here. As now Anderson's just going to get that puck in deep, hits a set of shin pads along the way as they cross dump that one now to the right point, held in by LeBlanc. McDonald makes a move, he takes a bump, tries to center it, does. MacArthur looking for that loose puck, she finds it, stays with it. Back up to the point. You can hear the coach yelling, keep it low down there. As 200 feet from the net is the name of the game. MacArthur will spin off it. Minute 19 left to go here. McDonald's tripped up, but you're not going to get that call here late in the game. McCaddy tried to stretch. Now McGinnis is going to try and get that in deep, but it's turned over, and he is upset with himself there as he heads for a change. Fresh legs out here. And now officially into the last minute of play here in the third period. The Bulldogs are going to have to hurry as McDonald turned it over. MacArthur with it. She's just going to fire that towards the net. Picked off by the Bulldogs. Away they go. Cross-ice pass onto the tape. And over the blue line there as they ran into each other. 40 seconds now. Chip down the ice. Boyle back for it. Boyle being pressed there. Good escape move as he just hit the brakes and goes back up ice. Boyle is going to lead the charge all the way down the left side. He's got to step on McKinnon. Boyle in behind the net there. He's tripped up. Play continues. 25 seconds left to go. Boyle another opportunity. Tried to shoot that on net, but MacArthur got a stick on it. As now it's going to be sent the length of the ice, and that is going to be icing here with 15.7 seconds left to go in the third period. The Crushers faithful So it looks like Cook is going to head to the bench now, but it may be a timeout. So timeout, 30-second timeout, Bulldogs, and they're going to want to be quick here, but we'll be back in 30 seconds after the timeout. All right, folks, 30 seconds come and gone. 30 seconds timeout is much longer than the Bulldogs have to pull off the comeback here. So Crusher's just going to try and pounce on that puck off the face-off. McKinnon is going to pin it up against the boards, and this is where it gets dangerous, folks. Last seconds of the game. Puck gets freed up now through the crease into the feet there of Allward, and he's able to make the save. Still loose, but now it's going to be cleared, and that's going to do it, folks. The Pictou County Crushers are going to play for the championship as they take a 3-1 victory here at the Antigonish Arena over the hometown Antigonish Bulldogs. 2 goals from Park, 1 from MacArthur. And that is going to do it here. So we'll stick with you here for just another moment. But over at the other pad, the Cumberland Ramblers take down the Straight Pirates 4-1 as that game just ended as well. So it's going to be Crushers, Ramblers for the championship, and Pirates and Bulldogs for the bronze medal. Thank you very much for tuning in with us this morning. I hope you enjoyed this game of hockey with your coffee. And we hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday here. 2 more games left to go here in this tournament. And we will be right here for the whole thing. So, like I said, we appreciate you tuning in. We'll stick around here quickly for the Player of the Game ceremony, and then we'll sign it off. So, player of the game here for the Bulldogs, number 5, Andy Murray. Solid game defensively. A lot of nice plays back there. He'll get his Ollie bot for player of the game. A great tradition here. And the captain for the Crushers, Liam Park, will take player of the game. Honors 2 goals and an assist. So captain doing captain things. And he'll get his Ollie bot now as, like I said, a nice tradition. But that is going to do it for the coverage here of this one. So once again, thank you very much for tuning in. And we will see you guys at 1:30 for the bronze medal game.